Good morning. This is Tom Alexander. It is Tuesday, June 23rd. It is 7:22 a.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. And stock index futures are having a positive Globex after an interesting dip last night. But going forward, this is net positive for the stock index futures. We're at a critical juncture. The Nasdaq has now printed a new all-time high. If the Nasdaq closes here or above on the day, that will be a new all-time high close. You can see the other three primary U.S. trading indices have not broken out of their most recent balance areas. That's critical. And then it's critical that they quickly recapture and exceed the highs made back on the 8th, 9th, 10th of June, depending on which one of the three. They sort of made different highs within a day of each other back in around the 8th or 9th, but you can see the pivots on the chart here. Then above those levels, the only thing remaining in terms of potential quote-unquote resistance are the all-time highs in the YM and the ES, and then the winter highs in the Russell, which still would not put it at an all-time high. But with the Nasdaq, which has led this market, and especially this last leg, it's critical that these other indices begin to show upside momentum. There are very, very, very important levels now to the downside. I'll start with, let's go to the ES first and start with the ES. Here we go. Now, I'm going to take this off so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. All right, these are the sessions. I'm going to make this the structure that it is, okay, which is basically one unit, one profile unit. So we're going to start with I'm going to start with the 19th. And what we're going to do, I'm going to start it with the 15th. Okay, this is one unit. Now, this is yesterday's trade, beginning with the Globex on Sunday evening. Okay, this is yesterday's day session right here. Now, this is Globex that began after the cash market closed yesterday. You can see we had this dip down, which was a whole nother story. But for all intents and purposes now, this becomes an absolutely critical level. Sometimes levels are more important than others because of the context with the Dow, not the Dow, with the Nasdaq, the NQ trading to a higher high. You can see the very persistent migration of value higher that began in Globex on Sunday evening. It's been persistently higher in all time frames, regardless of how we parse out the individual sessions, and it continues. This level is important. A close below 30.98 is a sell signal against the high, the immediate high in place to that point. Once in a while, you can make it pretty binary. This is one of those times. The reason for that is because of the NQ. Now, I'm going to make this a 60-minute profile view. And let's take off some of this. And if you notice what I'm doing, I'm manipulating the market profile graph because the profile graph is just a tool to help you identify auction market condition. Just slapping up a chronologically constrained market profile on your chart is not particularly helpful. You have to understand the auction market. It's not that complicated to manipulate the graph to get the auction that you're actually trading. So the auction we're actually trading in the NQ, we're trading above the high volume node of the most recent balance area. We're trading in all-time highs right now. So you do not want to see the Nasdaq trading below this level. This is an absolutely critical level in the Nasdaq. Now, the other piece of the equation that we use, we look at breadth. And what is breadth telling us? Breadth has been neutral. It's been neutral for this entire. Now, what you're seeing here is a 30-minute cash chart of the ES. Underneath is breadth. The reason I use a 30-minute, not cash chart, day session chart. The reason I sync it to the cash market, that is the day session, is because breadth is a day session artifact. Breadth is NYSE advancing minus declining issues. You're looking for breadth now to expand. And right now, this is 31.40. We're trading right about 31.36 as I'm recording this. So this is a critical level up here. And it should be confirmed by breadth expanding. We want to see breadth expand to ideally 2,000 plus, and then we'll follow it from there. But ultimately, we really have to see the ES continue to trade higher above this rally high that was formed back on the 8th. Now, again, this is a day session only, but it's close enough to make the point. This has to happen with the NQ trading at all-time highs. If you take out that high volume node that I showed you earlier, it is a sell signal. Same thing in the NQ.